From the Secret Files of Derek Jackson, Editor-in-Chief, Skywatch Monthly. You shouldn't be reading this. This document shouldn't even exist. The information that follows is top secret, classified, the kind of thing that would get you a one-way ticket to Guantanamo Bay or some off-the-books supermax if they so much as suspected that you were privy to the things I'm about to tell you. I'm taking a huge risk in writing this. But I don't care. This story needs to be told. So here it goes. You've probably never heard of Neil Adam. They don't want you to know her, but I can assure you, she saved your life. I'll assume that you remember what you were doing on the night the Crest invaded. Everybody remembers. The same way past generations remember Pearl Harbor, the Kennedy assassination, and 9/11. The Crest invasion has all of those beat by a country mile. I'll never forget where I was, standing on the roof of my apartment building, staring up in the sky in abject horror as that one massive mothership broke through the atmosphere. I can still see it when I close my eyes at night, how those countless hordes of drones descended from the main ship, sending down wave after wave of foot soldiers bent on scooping up as many of us as they could to take back to their interstellar meat farm. Luckily for me, the building I was living in just happened to have an old abandoned fallout shelter from the 1950s in the basement. That's how I survived that night, cowering in the dark hole with 20 of my neighbors while those lizard-skinned, bug-eyed monsters roamed the streets above, snaring as many terrified people as they could in their alien fishnets. God help me. It was a night of abstract horror unlike anything this country, this planet, has ever seen before or since. But have you ever wondered why it only lasted for one night? What caused the Crest to suddenly stop their attack and hightail it back to wherever they came from, never to return? At least not yet. The official story is that our military forces were able to rally a swift response and push them out. Malarkey. Sure, there's every indication that our men and women in uniform did an admirable job fighting the good fight. 4 in particular, who served this country about as well as anyone in their position possibly could. But the truth is far stranger than that. At the end of the day, it wasn't a combined effort of the Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines that sent the razor teeth packing. It was a 16-year-old girl armed only with a GoPro camera and an unnatural, almost mythically courageous spirit. Oh, and 2 hand grenades, but we'll get into that soon enough. I know all this because I've seen the evidence with my own eyes. In the 10 years since that horrible night, I've made it my life's mission to gather, disseminate, and report on any and all information related to the Crest. I tell you, the public has a huge appetite for it. Skywatch Monthly has over 50 million subscribers worldwide. I get emails and calls from thousands of people every day, mostly hoping that I can help them understand what the Crest really were and why they chose our tiny little corner of the galaxy to invade. I don't know if I can help them understand. I've been spending the better part of a decade trying to do that myself. But I can tell you that the powers that be don't like me much. They want to control the narrative. They want to perpetuate the notion that the Crests are gone for good, that they've run for the hills and will never return. It's better for the bottom line if that's what people believe. It gets us working again, paying our bills, and falling in line like good little citizens. But I can't do that. I care too much about the truth, and I've been scratching, digging, and chipping away at it ever since. There are many in power who'd like to see me shut down, but there are others who believe what I do, a small minority who, though they move in high circles, believe in the cause of free information, even if that information and the truth it champions is not what the masses want to hear. It was one of these contacts who graciously, under great risk to themselves, introduced me to the eye-opening footage taken by one Miss Neil Grace Adam on that long ago night. I wish I could show it to you, but I can't. It's off limits. The fact that it was shown to me, though on the QT and under strict confidence, was a miracle. The best I can do is describe it to you. During my private screening, I took copious notes, doing my best to record every inch of movement and every syllable of dialogue captured on that video. What follows is a transcript of that viewing, replete with as much detail and accuracy as I can make it. If you're reading this now, I urge you not to stop. Read on. Your future depends on it.